The definition of dark vision: a creature with dark vision can see in the darkness as if the darkness were dim light, so areas of the darkness are only lightly obscured as far as that creature is concerned. However, the creature cannot discern color in darkness, only shades of gray, and the range is 60 feet.
Yes, and every race
No,
has
no. I have this
humans.
information. No, that is incorrect. The only races that have it are dwarfs, elves, gnomes, half-elves, half-orcs, and tieflings. So no dragonborn, no humans, and I think there's another one that isn't in there.
No, I think you nailed all the main by the book characters. I know Tabaxi, those are the cat-like people. They have dark vision.
Yeah.
Arcotha, which are the bird people, they have dark vision.
But a cat can have dark vision. That makes sense.
No, I get that, but okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now here's the reason why those characters have dark vision. Beings that dwell in the dark would be more acclimated to see in the dark.
Right.
Yeah. So dwarves live in mountains and caves. So
what about elves?
Yeah, I don't get that one. But
what about gnomes? Halflings, half elves.
Halflings live underneath the cities of humans.
Halflings are
they live amongst humans. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they don't live underground.
Yes, they do.
Their dwellings are underground. They don't live like actively live. They come out.
Yeah, but they still have to be acclimated to being underground.
Okay, well here's the biggest thing. Here's the biggest point destroyer for dark vision, and it's not just that I'm gonna say I'm the DM. It's my rules. Mm-hmm. It's the fact that I hit with every time that I myself as a human, which this is why I find it.
You don't have dark vision as a human.
No. This is why I find it BS as humans are one of the only ones beside Dragonborn, which I don't understand that because they're dragons. Why they don't have dark vision is that when I am sitting in my room and it is pitch black, sooner or later my eyes will adjust. My eyes will adjust.
You cannot see anything. I will make it pitch black in here right now.
Tell me if you turn off these lights.
And you will tell me that you will not be able to see anything.
Your eyes will acclimate to the light.
Okay, it's
the darkness.
But dark vision is seeing pitch black as if there's a dim light.
Okay.
Can you do that?
All right, wait.
No, you cannot.
But what about this? How is it useful in D&D?
It's the lore behind it. So if you go, so you're a dwarf. You usually live underground, and so you're better acclimated to the darkness.
But I get that. But whenever has a DM taken into account dark vision?
Whenever you go into a cave, whenever you go into a dungeon.
Okay, and I get that. But usually in D&D campaigns there are some sort of light torches. Mages who 90% of the time you're going to have in your party have the cantrip light or light dance.
There is a spell, a second level spell, and it is dark vision. It literally just
because those two races need it.
Yeah, there's actually that's all I have. There's a spell that gives you dark vision. A willing creature that you touch has dark vision.
Right. So if I'm a gnome and you're a human, I'll make sure that you don't feel left out.
So that you don't really need a torch. You can see in the dark.
Right.
You don't need to have a torch. Also, the stealth aspect. If you have a torch, you can be seen.
No, I get that. Is that dark vision can help when you're trying to sneak up on a camp of drow or underdark creatures. But the thing that I don't understand is that literally every single race, except for those two that you mentioned, by the book. We're going by the book. Homebrew is kind of out of the categories for now because that can be whatever you want. But for this, humans are the ones that 90% of the time aren't going to be in your party. So what I'm saying is that those people should have dark vision because why not? Why shouldn't a human have dark vision? You can roleplay.
I can't see in the dark pitch
I can.
No, you cannot.
You turn off these lights right now. So, okay, hold on. so what I'm saying is that the whole thing behind the lore is that these creatures dwell in the dark.
Yeah.
I can roleplay my human.
No, okay.
I can roleplay my human fighter as being someone who's raised underground. Therefore,
and that'd be up to the DM.
Vision. Exactly.
If you want to say that you were born with halflings and you live underground,
that's the make it or break it. Is you ask your DM and you're just like, hey, does dark vision count in our story? And I go, no.
Now, one thing when we say we have dark vision, you say, okay, it's a magical darkness. Now listen, magical darkness is not just it's dark. Magical darkness is nothing can be seen. Light cannot pass through. Even like a cantrip that casts light,
Yeah.
it cannot be seen through magical
Right.
darkness. And yeah, anything, no light can pass through at all. So magical
And I
darkness
get
is
that.
not a combat
Yeah,
to
yeah. Well,
having
no,
dark
no, no,
vision.
But
then you can't see
specifically,
shit.
lights that or spells that can cast like pure darkness upon a subject.
Yeah.
Like the one stealth spell I can't think of right now, where your entire party basically gets a +10 to their
Like
stealth.
the shadow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
know
forget
you're
what
talking
the
about.
spell's called. Where like that is magical darkness, like
Mhm.
or maybe it's not, but there are spells that make magic because otherwise dark vision wouldn't have that description. But the reason why I do that is because I'm not going to go out of my way. Not that we have any, especially in our campaigns that we run, we don't have a lot of humans that role play. So I never take into account, okay, you can see 60 feet in the darkness, but the human over here, he can't see anything.
Exactly.
Therefore, he's completely
Then you have to use a
useless.
torch, and it ruins stealth. It ruins surprise attacks.
Okay, all right. Maybe you're starting to change my mind. And I get that. The only reason why I would be inclined to change my reason behind dark vision is because of the stealth aspect. Because I get that. Because it can be strategic, and that's what D&D is all about, is getting the upper hand on your opponents. And that would be the only reason why I take into account dark vision.
Why would you want people not to have dark vision? If you go into a cave, you would be able to like see. Like you want them to be able to see.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So that's why.
So dark vision always helps you
reason,
out there.
Well, another
it makes it
reason,
easier for you, honestly. You don't have to make a torch right there. You don't have to let them
at
use
the
a
same
cantrip.
time, I can say it's dark. You can't see.
Yeah, you can.
And that's that.
That'd be magical darkness.
Right.
Yeah.
Or it could just be, hey, it's dark. I don't believe in dark vision. You can't see.
I saw it on Reddit yesterday, where there was like a vote on whether they should increase the range of dark vision, whether it should be 30, 60, or 120 feet.
Okay. There are special feats that you can take in D&D that extend darkness's range from 60 to 120 feet.
Yeah.
And dim light is 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it kind of just gets broken at that point, because I understand that you want to see, but what's the point of, because as a party, you're not going to sit back, okay, how many feet am I from the group? Oh, you happen to be 121 feet away. You can't see anything.
But yeah, you wouldn't be able to see them then.
Right, but
so
like
you just don't even know that they're there.
It all comes into aspect. Dark vision is one of those things where it can only be used in well-versed D&D players, because when you're playing with even with our group, who've been playing for like 4 years now, we're not going to sit back and say, okay, I have dark vision.
Yeah.
I'm going to sneak up to this group of goblins in this cave.
They'd also have dark vision, so they'd be able to see you too.
Right. So and that's where it comes into play, where it's just like, there's no point in having dark vision.
Well, if it was a human in there,
everything does.
A human race of cultists in a cave. Okay, now there's also a race in the homebrew that it's the educated rat that gives you 120 feet.
It's homebrew though.
I know it gives you 120 feet, but there's a vote.
I get that.
There's a vote on whether they should raise it or not.
Yeah, but you're talking about homebrew can be literally anything that you. Well, it doesn't.
Yeah, yeah.
There are
my
people
question
on.
is, should it be increased to 120 feet? Or should it stay at 60, or should it decrease to like 30?
You're talking to a man who doesn't believe in dark
Listen.
vision. If I were ever to implement it into my game sessions, it would be stick it at 60 feet. Okay. Or even, so that way the humans don't feel inferior to every other race.
Jealous.
Make it 30. Make it 30 feet, because I personally, there are a lot of things in especially 5th edition, that I feel shouldn't be in the game, because it kind of makes it very ruly, and that's why it's always up to the DM whether they want to implement the rules or not, because you take into account, like, we play a playground of the imagination. We don't play with a map and figures.
Exactly.
As much as I would love to.
Dark vision might actually be better if you have a map, because then once you get closer to something in a cave, then they pop up on the map.
Well, yeah, because that's a really good point. Is dark vision? I feel, well, D&D in general was really only meant, when it first started off, like first, second edition, was meant for the
Do you think dark vision should be in the game? Leave it in the comments below. Listen to our podcast.